God, every time I think about how big that dot is, I think about that meme dog.
Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick-ass boy.
Giant dot. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. Today we are talking about a newer pistol optic on the market. It is a competition-driven optic, and that is the Gideon Optics Granite. Now this is an RMR cut footprint competition giant dot for your pistol. So let's get into it. Now, to get a little bit of housekeeping out of the way, Gideon Optics did send this out to the channel for review. I've had it for some time now, shot it on and off for the last handful of months, and I'm ready to give my opinion on it. I think Gideon Optics has a pretty darn strong red dot game. They are some of my favorite budget or less expensive optics out there in comparison to some of the big names. This one here seems to live up to what I expect from Gideon as far as pistol optics go. So let's get into the Gideon Optics Granite massive pistol dot.
That's a huge bitch.
Now it looks a little weird on this Anderson Kiger because it is a big dot. Like physically it's a large red dot and it has a large red dot. Red dot, yes.
I'm retarded.
It's a big housing and big dot. But I put it on this compact pistol. It looks a little goofy on it for its size, but let me tell you, it has a massive, massive window that I am impressed with the field of view of. Now it is about 1 inch wide. They give you the metric system on the website, but here in America we use freedom units, so it's about 1 inch wide and about 15/16 tall. So it's damn near a perfect square, with the exception of this arch on the top of the window. Now speaking of the window, these are Chinese optics, and so whenever you're playing around with Chinese optics of any sort, especially in the budget red dot category, it's touch and go when it comes to the quality of the glass. The glass in this has a slightly blue tint, which helps to make the dot seem a little bit brighter. But it's not so blue that it really just turns your entire world view blue like an RMR does. So it's got a slight blue tint. It's got just the slightest magnification around the edge, but I don't see that magnification in the center. It is an otherwise clear field of view. I don't get any aberrations in it, like the sun is directly at about, I don't know, 15 degrees or so, 20 degrees from my 12 o'clock right now. I'm not getting like any sort of double dot or red aberrations or anything like that in the glass, so I think that as far as all that goes, it's very good. It has 10 total settings, 2 of them being night vision settings, so it's 8 brightness settings and 2 night vision settings. I really don't know why they put the money into making night vision settings with a competition-driven red dot. I think I would have left that out and put that money into another area of it. I couldn't tell you what area, or just made it a little less expensive. But it does have 2 night vision settings and 8 daytime brightness settings, and they are all done by this soft touchpad buttons here, up and down, and then down. Push and hold down is off. Now on top of that, it does have a sleep setting, so it's auto on, auto off, auto on after about 250 seconds. It will shut itself off, and then when you pick it up, it will turn itself back on. I've had very good battery life out of this. It's the same battery that's been in it for a number of months now that I've had it, and it takes a CR2032 battery right here on this side loading, this vertical side loading tray here. That does have 45 MOA settings or adjustment, windage and elevation. The windage and elevation screws are very tactile. I don't hear them, but they have defined clicks in them, which I really like. I don't need to hear it, but as long as I can feel it, that's a pass for me. Now I mentioned the big dot, and I didn't mean the big body of the dot. Well, I did mention the big, you know what I'm saying. I mentioned the big dot. This has a massive 8 MOA red dot. So for you guys out there that really like circle dots like me, I really like circle dot reticles. This is your circle dot filled in.
I like them round and big.
It's really not that big, but it is a massive dot. It is not hard to get this thing. Like, I am at 15 yards from my target right now with a 1-inch like drawn in dot on the cardboard target, and it just about covers that whole dot at 15 yards. Like, this is a massive dot. It's just, you're not looking for it. It's like the circle dot for me. If all red dots were this size, I wouldn't need a use for a circle dot. Like, it just immediately, I put the dot on target. It's not fine. I don't need it to be fine. I need it to be small enough to put reasonably accurate hits on target. In self-defense, I need it to be small enough to put reasonably accurate hits on a zone, be an A, C zone, things like that for competition. And I think an 8 MOA dot does that very nicely. I was originally taken aback a little bit when I first unboxed this and just held it out in front of me, not on a gun. I was like, holy crap, that's a big dot.
Awesome.
This is a very big dot, and it's nice, round. I'm not getting starburst. It's not egg-shaped. It's not, it's a crisp, nice, bright, clear, round 8 MOA dot. Aesthetically, I think it's a aesthetically pleasing red dot for its size. I don't think it's aesthetically pleasing on a smaller gun like this, on a compact like the Kiger 9C Pro. But I think on a larger gun that you're going to use in competition, something that's like a 5-inch gun or even longer, it's going to fit the gun and look, it's not going to look out of place. It's going to look like it fits the gun. Again, it sort of looks a little bit big on this guy. But outside of that, it's an aesthetically pleasing red dot. It is an open emitter if you can't tell. So, function, how has it worked for me? It's worked well. It's worked well. I haven't had any flickering. Again, this is the same battery I've had in it since I got it. It mounted up fine. It has functioned fine. It has kept zero fine. And just about an hour ago, I did the abuse test with it, which is 5 rounds on target at 15 yards, rack it and beat it off my tailgate, and then do 5 more rounds. Let's see what happens there. All right, at just about 15 yards here, we're gonna do 5 shots, then do the abuse, and then 5 more shots. That was pretty horrible shooting, but let's do the abuse. All right, gun is clear. All right, dot is still on. Five more rounds. All right, here we go. Next 5. Better group than what it was the first time, but a lot of that's probably me, but let's go take a look at it. All right, so here was the first 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a little 2-inch area here. And here was the second 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 2 of those. One of those is 2 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit smaller area. Not actually much smaller than what this is. It just looks better. But it did pass the abuse test off of the tailgate. So some of the accuracy with that, I'm looking at the target right now. Some of the accuracy with that very well could be just that it's an 8 MOA dot, not a 1 or 2 MOA dot. And so I don't have as fine of an aiming point, which again, I've made clear that I'm actually pretty okay with. But it passed with flying colors. It actually got better. And again, I think I said it when I recorded the abuse video. It may have just been me as well. I've had kind of an off morning, to be honest with you. But, you know, it did as well or better in the second round after the abuse that it did the first. So it obviously passed that abuse test with flying colors. So how much does a dot like this cost you? This competition driven, sort of competition aimed dot. It's a big girl. So I know some of you guys out there like them big girls. So you might be interested in this. How much is this currently on their website? To the YouTube censors.
You suck.
You suck. I mean, you suck really bad. Like, you suck a lot. I'm not selling this gun. I'm not selling this light. I'm not selling this optic. I'm not selling this magazine. I'm not selling any of the ammo that I shot. I'm not selling anything right now. I know you're trying to try to ding me for something in this video. And if it's not obvious, I'm getting quite tired of it. These things come in at $249. Now that is just for educational purposes for the viewer, for them to be as informed as possible, to make the best decision they possibly can for themselves. $249, I don't think this is bad. You know, it comes in very close to some of the Holosun options, things like that. It's one of their more expensive dots, but it's also their largest dot, has big features on it and things like that. I think if you are a competition shooter, I think that that this is a perfectly good dot for you. I mean, again, I pick up the dot right away. It's nice, big, bright. I'm getting A-zone all day long. No problem. If you're wanting to carry it, I think it's a little big for carry. I think they have better options. My personal favorite being the Rock. But I think they have better options for carry. For a carry optic, and then they have their RMS-C ones as well. But as far as RMR footprint ones, they have better ones for carry than this that are actually a little less expensive, last time I looked at least. But at $249, I don't think this is all too bad. I do think that Gideon's pistol red dot game is their strongest game in their catalog, and this, I think, just continues that opinion of mine.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
So if you're into big girls, check it out. Look at the pinned comment. There might be something down there that helps save you some beans on something like this. I'm not selling anything. So what would I do different with this dot? There's always got to be something that I would maybe do different with a red dot or any product that I review for you guys. For this, again, I go back to the beginning of the video. I don't understand the night vision settings in an optic like this. It's not really a carry optic. It's a competition optic. And I just don't think that people that are shooting competition with night vision are buying budget-oriented optics. So they may be. I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I just think that the money that was spent into the electronics to make this night vision compatible could have been maybe put into something else on it, like maybe making it a multi-reticle system, or whatever. I don't have an answer of what could have been spent on, or just make the optic a little less expensive. That's the one big thing that I would change on it, is just allocating the time, energy, and money from the night vision settings into another area of the red dot. That's what I would change on it. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit the notification bell, and YouTube might accidentally notify you that my videos have been published. They don't normally do that, but it only takes you a second to hit that button, so it's worth the gamble. It's probably a waste of your time, but for my sake, give it a try. Thank you to Gideon Optics for sending that out to the channel. It's been a great optic. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. So, yeah, check it out. Again, pinned comment down below. And also, you'll find my business in that pinned comment as well. Check that out with a discount code as well. Thank you, everybody out there, and we will talk to you later.